What is up, everybody? It's your boy Tyler Russells. Royal Rumble is coming this weekend, and you know what that means. I got to get my predictions out, and I'm about to share them with you. I'm not only going to predict who's going to win each of the men's and women's Royal Rumbles, I'm also going to predict the tag team title match as well as Cody and KO. Plus, I'm going to throw out my Iron Man for each Rumble match, my most eliminations in each Rumble match, my final four, and possible scenarios going into WrestleMania. But before we do that, could you please do me a huge favor? Like this video, hit that subscribe button, and leave me a comment after the video's over. I would like to see and hear what you guys have to say as far as my predictions, who you guys think might be in there that I got wrong. I'd love to hear from you. Please leave me a comment. Even if it's emoji, it helps my engagement, and I'd appreciate it a lot. But let's get in to the very first match. I'm going to knock out the first non-Rumble matches in order before we get into the Rumbles. So we're going to start with DIY versus the Motor City Machine Guns. 2 out of 3 falls for the World Tag Team titles. While this feud has been brewing for about a month now, a little over a month now, there's been deep roots for years with some of these competitors, especially Johnny Gargano and Alex Shelley, especially. In this match, I do think that we will see DIY pick up the victory. I'm sure they're going to cheat in some way, shape, or form, but DIY has to go on and has to win. In my mind, just because they just got the titles, and I think having the heels have the titles makes a little more sense going into Mania. Next up, we have Cody Rhodes versus Kevin Owens. We're going to have the titles suspended above the ring, both Cody's actual title and Kevin's fake Winged Eagle title, which is actually real. But in a ladder match, winners got to remove the belts from the overhang. And, I feel like Kevin has been putting the idea of Sami Zayn coming and helping him. And I can definitely see that being a factor. Sammy could come down, but I also feel like we might see Randy Orton return. Whether he's there for Cody or he's there for Kevin, I have to think he's going to get vengeance on Kevin. Maybe even stop Sammy and then attack Kevin. I don't know. But Cody Rhodes is not losing this title. Cody Rhodes is going to Mania with that title on his shoulder. Even though Cody has been kind of cranky and angry lately, and maybe even, dare I say, heelish Cody, I feel like he is going to be the golden boy for one night of WrestleMania, and whoever wins the Royal Rumble or the Elimination Chamber, we'll have to find out what my picks are. But and that being said, if you guys want to join me Saturday night for the Royal Rumble, I will be on here on YouTube or on Twitch, whichever you prefer to watch along with. We're going to have a good time. My plan is to have people get numbers, at least 30 people get numbers. Everybody has a number, and whoever wins might get a special prize. We'll find out. Next up, we are going to go to the Women's Royal Rumble match. So far in the Women's Royal Rumble match, this is as of this recording, these are the ladies that have declared for the Rumble. We've got Nia Jax, we've got Bayley, Liv Morgan, Charlotte Flair, Bianca Belair, Naomi, Raquel Rodriguez, Io Sky, Lyra Valkyria, and Ivy Nile. Now, who could win from this group? Maybe our winner's there, maybe it's not. But here's what I think is going to happen in this year's Women's Royal Rumble match. We're going to start off with the Iron Woman of the match. I think the Iron Woman is the woman who's in there the longest, basically does a lot of spots with other wrestlers to get them over, have their moments, but she'll be in there the longest doing her thing. And I think that is going to be none other than Liv Morgan. It always makes sense to have a heel be the Iron Woman, in my opinion, because she's got heat with a lot of people. So having Liv in there fairly early in the Rumble, I think she'll last for quite a while, do some stuff, and have a good time with a bunch of the other ladies. Now, let's go on to the most eliminations. I think the woman that will have the most eliminations is Charlotte Flair. Charlotte Flair is returning from injury, and I feel like this is her time to shine. She is going to come in with a vengeance, throw some lots of ladies out and over the top, and just prove that she is back and ready to kick some butt. And that's why I think Charlotte Flair will have the most eliminations in the women's Royal Rumble match, and she's just primed to shine that night. Next up, we are going to have my final four entrants in the women's Royal Rumble, or the final four remaining in the women's Royal Rumble, not entrants. We're going to start off. I'm picking Bailey. I'm putting Bailey in there. I had a tough decision. I'll talk about that once we get through the final four. But Bailey's going in. I feel like she's had lots of interactions with Rhea, who has a title. She's had interactions with Io Sky, who I think has a very good shot of picking up the victory in this match. But Bailey's kind of always in the picture, and she's been around all year. And I'm going to say Bailey is one of your final four ladies. Next up, Bianca Belair. Bianca Belair has been rumored. I mean, they're talking Rhea and Bianca possibly. It is a dream matchup that lots of people have wanted to see. Although I'm not really sure how we're going to get to that with those two because Bianca's a baby and Rhea's a baby. I don't think they'll do that. But I think Bianca Belair would be a great person to have in your final four and cause a little drama and probably pull off a couple cool moves in the process. Next up, Charlotte Flair. Charlotte Flair, I think, will be in that final four. I think her coming back basically cements her into the final four. And you got to have the queen in your final four or it just ain't right. And lastly, Io Sky in the final four. I'm going with her. I think Io has proven time after time she's one of the best in the ring. And I think her being in there and possibly even earning a title shot would be absolutely amazing. And that is why I think that Io Sky could be and will be your women's Royal Rumble winner. Possibly. Yes, it is. It's Io Sky. I tricked myself. Yeah, Io Sky, I'm picking to win the Women's Royal Rumble. The main reason I pick Io Sky is if you remember back at Saturday night's main event when she faced Liv Morgan, Rhea came out afterwards, and her and Rhea both had their hands on the title and kind of had a moment there. And ever since then, I've been saying in my lives, if you've been in there, I really feel like Io has a chance. I think Io is going to be the one to do it. Charlotte's been rumored, so she can face Tiffany possibly, but I think that's going to happen at Chamber. But I'm going Io Sky. I don't know. It's kind of out on a limb. A lot of people aren't picking her, but I definitely see Io Sky as a possibility to win the Women's Royal Rumble match. Those are my picks for the ladies. Before we get into the men, please, like I said, like this video, subscribe to my channel, and if we are going to be doing a watch along here on YouTube and Twitch this coming Saturday, I hope you can join me. It should be a great time. And one other thing I forgot is if you haven't checked out my surprise entrance in the Royal Rumble videos, I have a women's and a men's one in the my channel backlog. Check it out. I'll try to put one either up here probably. I mean, click on it, go watch it. Showing some of my surprises we may see in this year's Royal Rumble. But without further ado, let's get on to the men's Royal Rumble picks. For the men's Royal Rumble, these are the men who have said that they are going to be in it. We've got Roman Reigns, John Cena, CM Punk, Seth Rollins, Drew McIntyre, Jey Uso, Drew or LA Knight, Rey Mysterio, Sami Zayn, Shinsuke Nakamura, Logan Paul, Penta. We have Chad Gable, Braun Breaker, and Carmelo Hayes. Quite the list compared to the ladies have already declared. So there might not be as many crazy surprises in the men's as there will be in the women's, but we will find out this Saturday. So let's get into it. Here is my Iron Man for the men's Royal Rumble match. I am going to go with none other than Jey Uso. Yeet. That's right. Jey Uso. Why not? Put Jey in there. He can do so much fun stuff. I know in the women's one I said I like the heels as your Iron Man, but I feel like this is a perfect opportunity for Jey to just keep doing what he's doing, having a good time, interacting with the crowd, getting people into it, and that is what is perfect also about an Iron Man in the match. Next up, the most eliminations, and I bet you might know who this is. Jacob Fatu. Samoan Werewolf is an absolute freak in the ring, and people should fear him. Everyone should fear him. He is going to destroy people in this match, and I do not see a lot of people surviving when he is in the ring. I don't think he will win this thing, but I do think he will cause a lot of damage, and that is why I'm going with him as my most eliminations in this match. My final four. This is going to be fun. First off, CM Punk. I think CM Punk has to be in the Final Four. He was the runner up last year, and we have seen him cut some hell promos. The promo with him and Cody the other night pretty much makes me think CM Punk will be in that Final Four. Drew McIntyre. I say Drew McIntyre because honestly, Drew McIntyre, even though he did not win, well, he won the title for like 2 minutes, he had one hell of a year being involved in lots of storylines. And I think that Drew is a perfect person to have in the Final Four. Not only does he have beef with CM Punk, but he could have beef with some of the other members in there. But he's the prototypical perfect heel right now in the WWE, and you got to have that guy in your Final Four. Well, this is the obvious one, John Cena. I think everybody thinks John Cena is going to win the Rumble, or they don't think he's going to win the Rumble, and he's going to go on to Elimination Chamber and win, or maybe he won't win all year long until his final match, and then he can win the title. I don't know. John Cena has been a major pick and odds-on favorite for the Rumble win since he declared. And for me, I think he'll be in that Final Four, but we'll see if he can win. Finally, Roman Reigns has to be in the Final Four. The Tribal Chief is the WWE right now, other than Cody Rhodes, maybe. He is the representation of the men's division for the past 5 years. And if the Tribal Chief ain't in that Final Four, we know that something's up. So that being said, my winner of the men's Royal Rumble match is CM Punk. The reason I'm thinking it's CM Punk, a few things. Number one, that promo with Cody the other night pretty much made me feel like he's coming for Cody, and we're going to get Cody and CM Punk at WrestleMania. The other thing is, if it comes down to if Roman were to win, which is a possibility, I feel like CM Punk will get involved in the match because of his favor. Or he may cash that favor in during the Royal Rumble and make Roman Reigns eliminate himself. That is another thing I've thought of. Maybe Paul Heyman comes out and he tells the Tribal Chief, we owe him. You have to eliminate yourself. I don't see that going over well with Roman, but I think it could happen. And really, I think CM Punk, I feel like almost, I don't know if this is a real thing or not. I always said when CM Punk came back to the WWE, he is going to get his Mania moment. He's going to main event Mania. That is going to be in his contract when he comes back. That was a sticking point, possibly. And that's why I think CM Punk will be a main eventer for Mania against probably Cody Rhodes. CM Punk is definitely winning this match, in my opinion. And I don't see it going any other way, really. So, anyways, those are my picks for the Royal Rumble. Like I said, it is this Saturday. I can't wait. We're going to be doing a live watch along here on YouTube or over on Twitch, whichever one you prefer watching on. Should be a blast. And like I said, I'm going to try to give away some prizes for the men's and the women's Rumble. I'm probably going to have 30 people. First 30 people that sign up will get a chance to win a prize if you want to come join me. Also, one other thing, if you haven't checked out my 15 shocking men's and 15 shocking women's videos of possible entrants in the Royal Rumble. Check them out in my back catalog. I'll try to put a link for them down in the description, but you don't want to miss those. There's some great people in there who I do think we will see this Saturday. And as always, if you can please like this video, subscribe, and please leave me a comment. I want to know who you guys think I got right, who I got wrong, who do you think will be in your Final Four, who do you think could be the workhorse, who could be the Iron Man. I want to know from you guys because that's why I make these videos. So I can hear from you and we can have a good conversation about professional wrestling. And even if you don't want to do anything that detailed, leave me a emoji or something because it helps boost this video. Anywho, I'm Tyler Wrestles. You can find all of my social media links at tylerwrestles.com. That'll be in the description as well. And until next time, toodles.